G'day and welcome to All Aboard, episode 143, sorry. Oh, almost jumping the gun. Welcome. How are we all doing? Episode 143 of All Aboard, live. And it's the second last episode of the show with the live in the name. As we are moving in the Train Sim World 6 era, I did explain to you guys last night that we're going to rename All Aboard Live to All Aboard. So, it is just All Aboard from Train Sim World 6 on. And we'll be still having episodes, of course. Episode 145 is up on our channel right now for the first Train Sim World 6 live stream on 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on the Monday the 29th of September 2025. The launch live stream is also set in stone, and to be really honest, I should be cancelling it because I should be making my way up to Brisbane for the grand final qualifier, but yes, my boys want me to go up. And I said, I've got the launch stream here, I really, I'm committed, that's it, my passions, unfortunately, sometimes, get in the way of my, my other passions. And it's just unfortunate the Train Sim World, has launched this year at wrong time. I didn't think my team would be this far into the competition. What a hell of a last few weeks it's been for us. Anyway, let's fire up. Welcome aboard to the second last All Aboard Live of the Train Sim World 5 era. Second last All Aboard, I should say, of the Train Sim World 5 era. Next Monday's All Aboard will be the final Train Sim World 5 All Aboard live stream. I'll set that up later in the week. And, I will stop talking and get into the intro. Get involved in our live chat here tonight. It's open to subscribers only. Subscriber-only mode. The messages will be appearing for people who are subscribed to the channel, and I appreciate it if you do become a subscriber. I welcome all true rail fans on board. And don't forget, our moderating team is behind the scenes looking over our chat and the algorithm here tonight. So do look, I do understand that those guys are confidential and they aren't behind the scenes because they work for some people. They work in a high-end environment. Anyway, we are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. The Train Sim World 6 will be releasing on the 1st of October here in Australia, Chris, for the standard edition. So Wednesday, that is. So Wednesday. That's not that's UK time every time they say it, and I've explained that in the past. Get involved in our live poll here tonight too, folks. We're asking you guys, did you enjoy the preview to the Leipzig Dresden route for Dovetail Games last week? I actually didn't realize it was I thought it was on Friday morning but it turns out it was the day before. So I was a little bit surprised when I seen the 3 hour on there, and I thought, oh, they've already done the preview. Okay, let's sit back, relax. I only watched the first run they did with the talent, because the other section I know about from Train Sim Classic. So I want to see the other part of it that's not in Train Sim Classic, and it sort of reminds me of the other Dresden route, actually. Sort of, bushy, and it's got that vibe going for it. Anyway, let's get it up and running. Welcome aboard to All Aboard, episode 143. Train Sim World on PC, Steam, DX12 custom engine, and NVIDIA control panel settings. And welcome to you all. And I am the Aussie Don, the Godfather, your 2023 Train Sim World loading screen contest winner for week 16. I won Deutsche Bahn week. And welcome aboard to the 143rd edition of All Aboard. You might be hearing the fan in the background. It is stinking hot here in the studio tonight. It's been a very warm day here in Sydney today. Yeah, got up around 27 Celsius here today. We're going to be going for 29 tomorrow. Woo! It's hot. And then it's supposed to be a little bit, a couple of days of the mid-20s, 23, 24. And then back on Friday, it's supposed to be back to 30 degrees. Oh, my God. So it's stinking hot. So anyway, welcome aboard. How's everybody doing? I am very, very happy and honoured to be bringing you the stream. I've been happy. I've had a big grin on my face since 6:30, 6:45 last night. So yeah, I'm absolutely I'm pumped. So yeah, my live stream, I pulled the trigger. I was so happy last night. I pulled the trigger on my American Truck Simulator live stream half an hour earlier than I was meant to go. So yeah, I was just so keen. I'm like, let's get up on the roads and let's do it. And yeah, I went over 2.5 hours last night on the American Truck Simulator live stream. So anyway, I've got a lot of work to do tonight, so I'm going to be here for the standard couple of hours. So let's fire her up and enjoy. We've got many, many special live streams coming up with you guys. Folks, don't forget, next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, we are live with the final midweek World of Trains of the Train Sim World 5 era. You know what that means, folks. Every time we do a final Train Sim World era live stream, that is our top 5 countdown. We're counting down the 5 best routes of this era of Train Sim World on next Wednesday, as we are going to crown the best route, in my eyes, that released in Train Sim World 5. So do look forward to that. We'll also give the silver and bronze medal, of course. The bronze and silver medals, the runner-up of the best of the best. Anyway, all routes are pretty good. But yeah, just my top 5 might be not your top 5, as I explained to you guys. Everybody's got their own taste, but yeah, a lot of people might agree with my top 5. Anyway, let's get it up and running. So we are heading to the Manchester Airport commuter that started off here tonight. And we're going to do the weekday timetable with the Acela. And we're going to come out of the other end, I do believe. Are we? Yeah, we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be coming out the other end. I think it might be the one, actually. It's the other one, isn't it? /0. There it is, 8:52. I hope you do enjoy the ride. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually, let's do it in the month of June, and we'll get it up and running there. All right. So, Chris, do note, if you're on console, it is the 30th still. I think is see, the time difference for launches are different. They're a little bit different, so it will be in the evening still. Can't give you a rough time is anywhere between 6 to 8, 9 p.m. something like that. So yeah, it'll be in the evening. But for me, it's early hours on 5 days earlier, because you're getting the standard edition. Actually, I thought you said you changed it for the other edition, so you actually won't be getting it on the 30th. If you get the deluxe edition, you will get it earlier than that. There it is. TPWS and AWS operational. Imagine if they said it that deep and low. It's like TPWS is operational. Can you believe it? I took this photo last week. It's still there this time. Well, I picked the right time. Hang on, I've got to operate that now. TPWS and AWS operational. There we go again. I think a lot of people would probably prefer that one than the lady saying it. It sounds more like professional and a little bit funny in a way too. It's like, you know, deep voice, you know, go in there and just say, I need some Valvoline, can you help me? Palomino was really, really excited about this. Like, when we got the leak last year for Train Sim World 5, like, leading into Train Sim World 5's announcement, I was like, as soon as they leaked the route, I thought, oh, mad, West Coast Mainline. You know, it's surely got to be Rugby to Euston. At least Rugby to Euston, and then they said it was Milton Keynes, the station they leaked in the leaks, and I was like, is that all it's only going to? The Palomino is not going to spread its legs. I knew the Palomino would be a gone given, like happening. Like I was certain the Palomino would be in it, and I was thinking, oh, they're surely going to be putting it in the deluxe edition. If not, the 350 will be in the deluxe edition. But I thought, oh, it makes more sense for the Palomino to be in the deluxe. And yeah, it ended up being as I thought. And yeah, I was stumped about this year, actually. I had no idea. I thought the obvious, you know, they'll do the Great Western Railway, even though they had the relicensing. I thought, you know, when the Class 802 got leaked a few days prior to it, I thought, they're adding that to it. But then I was thinking, no, that doesn't make sense, because that being in the particular era, they had that route set. I'm thinking, no, the Class 802s, the 800 series weren't even around then. So it didn't make sense. So I thought, surely North Wales coastline. A lot of people were saying North Wales coastline. A few were saying Riviera. But like I said, I was hopeful Riviera was going to be done by Just Trains, because I thought, oh, well, there's going to be no River Games involvement if that happens, and I thought it would make people more happy if they actually did it. And I'm just surprised that they didn't go with Just Trains with it. Actually, I think Just Trains would have, you know, smashed it out of the park. Yeah, I'm very skeptical about the Riviera because of River Games' involvement, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, so you did change it. Yeah, that's what I thought it would be. So you get early access to that. So that'll be the that'll be the Thursday night. So that's not this Thursday. That's the following Thursday. It works out all right anyway, Chris, because I've been told that the Broncos are playing on the Sunday for their grand final qualifier. It's going to be on a Sunday. I find that weird, actually. I don't know why it's a Sunday. They normally have the grand final qualifiers Friday and Saturday. I'll have to double check that. But I'm pretty certain that's the case, because yeah, one of my friends is Broncos member for this year, and I didn't get membership because, yeah, I thought, yeah, state the obvious. I didn't think it'd be this successful this year. It's just crept up on me. Like, I wasn't thinking like 2 years ago. A couple years ago, I was like, I was certain the Broncos were going to make the grand final. I was just like, this is the year. They're going to make it all. They're going to do it. And they made it, but obviously we got pumped by Penrith in the grand final, and fucking Cleary scores right in front of my face. So, I don't take anything away from that grand final, even though the Broncos lost the grand final that year. It was, yeah, I still think one of the greatest grand finals I've ever seen. I've seen some hectic rugby league grand finals. Like, I still think the '89 grand final was a very, unique grand final. One, two, three. Stop, is it? With the hello, Don. Hello to you. You had your flag. Okay. I don't go that a stream. Back in the days, when I support my team, I used to have a big flag and stuff as well, and I don't have any of that these days. Yeah, when you get older, you just, I'd rather have a beer in my hand or a scotch in my hand. That's better than a flag. Stockport is our stop. We got Winslow. Yeah, so Class 805 is a DLC for the next era of Train Sim World as well, and I've been using the modded version of that over the last 12-month period as part of the West Coast Enhancement Pack, and that is a legit Class 805 as well, except the nose, the nose is the same as the 802, but that's only, the only difference, there's slight differences with the 800 series, the 801, 802, 803, 805, they all got slight differences. The nose is more so the differences. I think there's a slight difference with engines and tweaks here and there, but don't know why my phone's back on. I turned the thing off. We're approaching Stockport. Okay, approaching Stockport. So yeah, I got a little poll vote for you guys tonight. I thought, I don't work for Dovetail, or I'm not an ambassador of Dovetail in any way, shape or form. But I thought it was nice to get the community involved tonight a little bit more in the you might not want to come along and chat, you might just want to get involved in a little survey, a little conversation. Yes or no, did you like the preview? Yes, I can see the micro shattering and everything in the game again. What's new? No passengers at the platforms again. What's new? No passengers coming off and on the trains. What's new? So I'm disappointed. To be honest, the German route hasn't got me any hype really much. To be honest, it's I've played this on Train Sim Classic, you know, Dresden to Leipzig and vice versa with the ICEs, and yeah, it's a nice like it's a nice extension. I've called for an extension for it for a while, but it was something to be. I was unexpected a bit. Like I just didn't know what to think about Germany actually for this time around. I was thinking Stuttgart for sure. And I was thinking Stuttgart or would be the obvious. They didn't go that direction. Like the Stuttgart DLC got announced, and I'm glad they've gone with the old station. So I have to say that the old station, I'm happy about them doing that than the Stuttgart, the new station that, I like modern and everything, but I just, I've seen what the building looks like, the original and all that. It's just, it's when you got something that's iconic, like if you take away, for instance, Central Railway Station, the way it is these days, like, all right, it's been all developed inside and everything, but if you take away the building itself and the tower and the tower clock and all that, historic, like limestone, like sandstone, limestone, building bricks and everything. You take all that away, and you're taking it away, history and legacy and people's memories and and all that stuff. I'm glad they're gone. The old station, we're still good. So. I think was it Lucas and is it Jan? What's his name? They've been fighting cats and dogs all the last 12 months over the Stuttgart station. I prefer this one. I prefer that one. So I have to say that I prefer the original, the nice building. It's. So I went truck spotting again today. I did truck spotting last Friday as well. So I do have videos 71 and 72 to post up on the channel for this week. I will be posting up the 71st one later on tonight. So they'll premiere on the channel tomorrow. And that'll be my trip to St. Mary's. And then the 72nd full-length truck spotting adventure for me, my Don's Truck Spotting Australia label, will be premiering on the channel later this week, and that will be at I originally had planned to go to I originally had planned to do 2 videos today, and because I was going to go to two locations, and I was going to do the M7 motorway at Rudy Hill, because I haven't done that for a while. And I was going to go to the M7 motorway and Great Western Highway and all surrounds at Eastern Creek and head up finally to the truck stop up there at the BP garage and all that BJ has been doing. So that was the plan, but unfortunately the rail network was stuffed up massively this morning. And there was unfortunately I couldn't get up to there because there was no trains running. So I went with plan B, and I went to the M7 motorway at Kings Park. So that's probably a good choice actually, because I've seen some absolute beauties again. Got some new references again, and man, I've seen a beautiful tow truck Peterbilt today. Oh, I'm been saying to you guys, I've been seeing some really nice Peterbilts lately. The Masweeney one I've seen at last Monday as well at Wethel Park, and then I've gone this Monday on the motorway, and I've seen another beautiful Peterbilt, and it was a nice purple one with it pinstripes. Like, this thing was absolutely off the chain. Like, it was on the upper side of the road heading northbound, but damn, this thing's really nice, really, really nice. And the good news in that video, folks, is that we're going to be bringing the return of the still shots, the photos and everything. So there's going to be, when we do all the video footage, at the end of the video, before I say goodbye to you guys and all that, you'll see a bunch of still shots of some amazing trucks I captured on that trip. And the still shots, some of the still shots will go up on our Facebook page as well. The Don's Truck Spotting Australia Facebook page. Don't forget, Australia Worldwide Entertainment is at X. You can come and follow us at X and like us at Facebook. Rodney, good evening. Welcome aboard. Approaching the final stop on this trip. Unfortunately, ATS decided to cut this route short from originally wanting to go to Crewe. That would have been crazy, actually. I know he said that they had problems about with the length to go to Crewe and whatever. But I got a feeling that it might have been a licensing issue with All Aboard Studios doing Crewe. And I don't think they wanted to give away the era. I don't know. I don't know if that's it or yeah. I just think that sometimes you see other people, like other third parties, or Dovetail themselves doing routes to a certain place where the other one planned to go there, and they come up with stories saying, "Oh, this is the reason why," and when later on, after you get other pieces of the puzzle, you think, well, isn't that strange how ATS, this route was originally going to go to Crewe, but ended up changing that plan, and then a few months later, you announce All Aboard Studios Crewe to Birmingham. So, doesn't that really put this perspective, like, is it because it's a modern version of Crewe? Oh, we actually have the passengers behaving here today. Look at that. Look at that, fan. Oh, hang on. No, they're not. They're jumping up and down up there. Just gotta say, it's a miracle. Sometimes they behave. Sometimes they show, and sometimes they're like, no, sorry. I'm just a disappearing act. Voila. Magic wand. Right. Yeah, no, I just got my theories about it with Crewe, to be honest. So, yeah. Maybe later on, if we cry wolf, hopefully we can get the extension to Crewe. It would be nice to see it. I wish the community would get more active. Like, when we get certain things that are supposed to be happening and they don't end up happening, it's like, come on, cry wolf. Let's make it happen. We cried wolf with Southeastern High Speed. That was the first time we cried wolf. And we seen back in the days we used to have a preview 1, and then we used to have a preview 2 with routes. So we used to have 2 previews to the route before release. And those days are long, long gone. But Southeastern High Speed was one of the last previews to have Preview 1 and Preview 2. And that was back, the Train Sim World 2 era. And that DLC was the first DLC for that particular year and ended up releasing at the start of February that year. And there was 2 previews. There was the first preview and everybody hated it. There was so many issues, like so many areas and everything where it was like, well, this needs to be there, that needs to be there. And the community went ballistic. And Dovetail listened massively. And the only reason they did is because Southeastern High Speed is Dovetail Games' home route. They live off the Chatham main line in England. And I'm not going to, because there's going to be another Chatham coming in for the Morristown line. Everybody cried wolf. They did the second preview and it was way, way superior. And then obviously a few years later again, they made it even better and extended it as well. And that was the first extended routing Train Sim World history. And then Matt turned around and said, we're not doing anything else to the route. After Class 700 and everything, that was it. He said, that's it. We're not doing anything else. And then, obviously, we got the treatment train and all that stuff. And, nothing really else has happened since. Anyway, warm day today by the Crazy Aussie Adventure. Yes, it certainly was. All right, let's now head to our next route for the evening. And you know what? It's been a while since I've actually been on here. And I'm going to take a ride on the... I know it's got no passengers. Do not worry about that. I know. It's a bit annoying. But you know what? We're going to do a freight route on there. So it doesn't really matter, does it? So let's go from Stratford to Camden Road. And I hope you do enjoy. All right, here we go. Actually, no, let's do a passenger route. Let's just do a passenger route. I wasn't going to do a Oh, what's going on? The game is frozen up on me? Holy shit. That's weird. Let's now do... from Clapham Junction to Stratford. Yeah, I think we'll do that way. That sounds delightful. All right, here we go. Let's do that in the month of June as well. Okay. You're on All Aboard Live, and this is episode 143. Don't forget, our first All Aboard live stream for the Train Sim World 6 era is up on our YouTube channel. We have a brand new logo and a brand new name for our live streaming show. It will be known as All Aboard, not the live. The live has been cut out, but doesn't mean we're not live. We're live, 100% going to be live streaming All Aboard still. It's just the name live out of the name is going to be gone. All right, 2N01 Richmond to Stratford. It will be Richmond and Stratford eventually, but at the moment it's starting at Wilson Junction. And we're probably most likely not going to see that extension until next year. God, like how long did we have to wait for this one wanker to really get things going? Why can't Dovetail just do the rest of it? I can do it bloody right. Okay, we have passengers boarding the train. So these are the only we only see passengers probably for the first couple stations, and then the rest of the route has just got no passengers. And this has been a plaguing issue with the game for quite a while now. We've got a Panalino over there. Hey, the West Coast Main Line. So with the Richmond line, when it goes around that way, I do believe that's where it goes down and then around, and then Great Western Railway is just at the back of that. But if you go this way, that's where it goes to Richmond and that, so it will go down through that way. And it does go over the Great Western Railway, but further down, a little bit further down.
All our trains and stations are no smoking areas.
Are they really?
Please do not smoke until you have
Don't worry, I
left
don't
the
have no
station.
plans for that. Thank you very much. I'm enjoying the live stream. Right. Let's shut that. And we shall... oh, no? Okay. Well, we'll just leave that as is. And I'm going really well, Crazy Aussie. Thank you very much for asking. Hopefully you've enjoyed your day. With the, I know you went and checked out some of the trains last week along in your area. Are you planning to capture that? Like, did you capture that recording, or you planning to like share that with on your channel, on your YouTube channel, or you just do it for fun? So we got fellow rail fans that are on board here tonight. There might be people that are interested in watching some trains videos. I have a dedicated playlist as well on our channel, folks, for real trains here in Sydney, Australia. The Sydney trains, the New South Wales transport for the rail. We've got passenger and freight trains up on there, so you can check them out. The legendary V sets are there as well, and we've got Tangaras, and we've got the A sets, we've got the B sets, we've got K sets are there as well. We even got the Techno train. Hey, the Techno train's there as well. Look at it. That was from Rivet. That was from Vivid. I was talking about Rivet Games earlier, that's why. That's from Vivid. It's a light festival here in Sydney that happens around in winter, and here in Sydney, and they're back in 2024. They had a special train trip called the Techno Train. It was developed by the legendary DJ Paul Mac here in Sydney, and my sister and my late great brother-in-law used to run into Paul Mac a lot, because my sister obviously used to go clubbing a lot, and he they didn't know Paul Mac personally, but they always seen Paul Mac. Yeah. But Paul Mac's not got some bad music actually. It's right up there in my genre of dance music and stuff. Alright, so we do have some passengers here, but that's the typical, diagram ones. That's why I say to you guys that, this is, you got your passengers coming off the train. No, what's the point of having a passenger service? But anyway, we're here. We're not worrying about that. We're just going to have some fun on here. I've already confirmed that this route is not in our top 5 countdown. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have had this in our top 5 countdown this year, but the reason why is because of the passenger issue has taken away that experience where it just doesn't feel like a real passenger experience because of passengers not coming on and off the trains and not at the platforms, and it just ruins the experience massively for me. And I think a lot of people really just had a gutful of Dovetail's lies. I love how they kept saying, "Oh, we're striving to make things, right for this time around. We're going to make sure we get it right, and we're not going to worry about all the stuff that, still plagues the game. We're not going to bother, fixing up the passengers, and we're not going to bother fixing up the issue where they, don't spawn on the platforms and, you know, and all that stuff. Like, seriously? Like... And this is why they, you know, I don't know if you noticed on their preview, they stayed in this camera angle all the time. Do they? You know why? Because they don't want to show the real issues that are going on. Like this. Where the fuck are the passengers coming on and off the train? They showed it once, alright. And they showed it once in the preview. I noticed that with it when they were on the Talent 2. And, yep, there was no passengers on the platform. There was no passengers coming off the train. Yeah. As soon as I seen that, I was like, yep, I knew it. And, this is definitely it. This next 12-month period, if they don't deliver, I'm out. I'm done. I'm literally done. I will take my American Truck Simulator live streams full time. I will wipe all Train Sim World live streams if they don't pull this off in the next 12 months. Okay. I see my New England Patriots won a game of NFL over the weekend, which was quite interesting. They beat the Dolphins too. I noticed that they haven't beaten the Dolphins the last couple of seasons, so that was good. West Ham Standards next. So 1, 2, 3 stop comes in and says, hello, Don. And that's it. That's it. That's all he says. What brings you along, 1, 2, 3 stop? What trains do you like? What routes do you like? What sort of trains do you like? This is what I like about. Look, this is what I like to talk about with the community. When people come to our channel for the first time, yeah, I like to know a little bit about what is your favorite era of trains. You know, what's your favorite train that you like today, or your favorite Train Sim World route for starters, or a route that you like to see in Train Sim World. You know, obviously, I advise you guys to put them at the forum. I don't get involved in the forums. I just look at the forums these days. I haven't been involved in the forums now for at least 2 years now. I got banned from the forums, but that's not one of the reasons why I stopped talking on the forums. You know, I just really couldn't have. I don't have time to go around with that. It's all ghost train. Now the passengers are on here, Chris. This time around, 99% of the time they're not actually on here. Yes, but they actually are on here this time around. But they're just not boarding. Yeah. And I've tried to, put in, behaviours of how passengers are supposed to be sprawled out in certain amount of kilometres. There's like special codes you can put in for it. And I've tried all that and nothing works. So it actually makes the frame rate worse by doing that. So don't understand why that would be a frame rate killer. The skybox is the highest culprit for frame rate kill in this game. Micro shattering is Unreal Engine problem, and it's obviously the way they optimize the game. Like, they keep saying, "Oh, we're going to optimize improvements and all this," but if you wouldn't have to do that if you actually did it right and stop rushing your stuff out. You know, that's why I said to you guys, I wish they would bundle up releases. You know, and we didn't get them so often, so they could we wouldn't have these particular issues happen. But yeah, then we would get probably a whole bunch of issues all at once. So I don't know. I just think it's option they could have at least trialed with for 1 year and see if it was going to be better. I don't see that being a bad thing. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see if they do any more overground routes or anything around London. They've already said that they don't want to do anything with underground, which sucks, because I would love to see the New York subway, more of the London underground routes, and obviously Berlin, Hamburg, It's one thing that disappoints me about the S-Bahn Frankfurt still is that they didn't put the Frankfurt Loop in. It would have been awesome to have seen it and finished off at Frankfurt Sud, but they decided not to go that way. We can experience it in Train Sim Classic though, but I don't know what's happening with that at the moment. The good news is, folks, we are live with Train Sim Classic tomorrow night. I originally pulled the pin on not doing it tomorrow night. I was gonna just do Train Sim World, but I've been having major issues with Train Sim Classic. It turns out it's not just the Morristown line that's happening. I'm having an issue where all of the scenery and that's not spawning all at once. So, tomorrow night we're going to be live with Train Sim Classic nonetheless, and we're going to do all 3 routes tomorrow night from Train Sim World. I know that others have been doing recordings and live streams of it, but like I said, I don't worry about other people's business and what they do. You know, it's about what I do, you know. So, they've done it. Yeah, fair enough. I'm doing it tomorrow night. So, a special Choo Choo Tuesdays tomorrow night, and our final ever Train Sim Classic Choo Choo Tuesdays tomorrow night. So, second last episode of Choo Choo Tuesdays. So, look forward to that. And we'll be live with that one. So we're going to be heading to the Bahnstrecke Leipzig-Dresden. We're going to be doing the Morristown line, Riviera line, and the Riviera line is the South Doven line in Train Sim Classic. Like, there's a Riviera, and then there's a Riviera DLC, and then there's the South Doven, which combines the South Doven and the Riviera line. It's just the way it's different in Train Sim Classic. But we are doing Plymouth to Exit, and we're doing Exit Davids. So we're doing that, and we're doing it with the Class 802, the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 802. So look forward to that tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll scathe without any problems, but yeah, there might be some issues tomorrow night with the game, so just bear with me. We'll go through it as we go along. But we will be live at the special time of 7 PM Australian Eastern tomorrow night. I will be posting the live stream up after tonight's live stream if you're watching us live. We are approaching Gospel Oak. Change here at Gospel Oak for connecting services to the Suffragette line. Goblin line, that is. Suffragette line these days. Okay. There's a beautiful, beautiful sign. This is actually real life. It's absolutely stunning. This station's actually closed down a few times in the history as well. It's such a unique history with this particular station. It won't be the final one tomorrow night, Chris. Second final. It's the final Train Sim Classic live stream tomorrow night for us. On Choo Choo Tuesdays, that is. The final Choo Choo Tuesdays will be next Tuesday. We will be moving to two American Truck Simulator live streams and two Train Sim World live streams each week from the start of October, or the first week of Train Sim World 6 Deluxe Edition. So that particular week we'll be live with All Aboard episode 145 on the Monday. Then on the Tuesday, we'll be live with American Truck Simulator. We'll be live with American Truck with American Truck on the Sunday that week as well. So it'll be the Sunday. Then the Monday will be All Aboard episode 145 with Train Sim World 6. And then Tuesday will be the return and full-time return of Tuesday Night Trucking Along. And I think that's episode 5 actually for Tuesday Night Trucking Along. And then Wednesday will be the all new and improved midweek World of Trains. Do note our Train Sim World live streams are moving to 7 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. Our American Truck Simulator live streams are at the standard 8 PM Australian Eastern Time slot. Yeah, well, Choo Choo Tuesdays has been, a staple of our Train Sim World live streams here at Australia Worldwide Entertainment since the Train Sim World 2 era. Not exactly at the launch of Train Sim World 2, because we were experimenting with a few things at the time. And, it's been a staple of our channel for a fair few years now. So, I had to draw the line sooner or later and take one away because I look at the stats, I look at the views, I look at the algorithms and all this stuff, and I find my American Truck Simulator content is doing better than the Train Sim World content. But out of any content at the moment, I have to say Rugby League 26 is doing better than any of them. Especially when you got over 20,000 views on the Brisbane Canberra game alone. So It's yeah, very exciting. You know, I don't do it just for the view base. You know, I do it because I love rugby league. I have a passion for it. So, you know, I'm a passionate Broncos supporter. But yeah, I've done all the games over the week since the game's launch, and the view base has been absolutely incredible. And I can't thank everybody enough. You know, if you've got the same passion for sport, then or if you're watching rugby league for the first time, and you're watching it on a video game, watch it for real. It's absolutely off the chain. It's really cool. It turns out my favourite bloody Formula 1 race is actually on the same bloody night as the Rugby League Grand Final this year. They're putting bloody Singapore on the same day as the Rugby League Grand Final, October 5. I'm so disappointed. I'm like, I could be at the bloody Grand Final because of Brisbane. It's crazy how the West Coast Main Line's just over there. Yeah, no, so you have 2 episodes still to look forward to, Chris. So, yeah, we're live next Tuesday as well. Hopefully the weather will be behaving. Oh, it's alright. G'day, passengers. You are all a bunch of wankers. Imagine if someone went over the intercom and said that. You would know straight away that somebody has hijacked your train. Everybody to the guard, the compartments now. Gang charge. Let's get these little thieves. Take that, Captain Sydney. Oi, what are you doing in here? You know, it's funny actually. The last couple times I've been at the train station here in the Western Main Line here in Sydney, I was there today, and the bloody trains were delayed. And then last Friday I was on the train, and they had to hold the train up for a little bit between Blacktown and Doonside, and I only just got on the bloody train, and they stopped the train, and they said that there's something going, somebody's running along across the tracks up further, and I thought, oh, bloody hell, I only just got on the damn train, and I was going truck spotting too, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, I'm delayed now, you know, I want to go truck spotting, now I'm delayed because some idiot, you know, decides to do that. But anyway, the train was held up for like 10 minutes. So it wasn't so bad. I was thinking, oh, hopefully it's nothing bad. And then, you know, we have to get off the damn train, and then there goes me going to my mate's house, you know, and me truck spotting. After preparing and everything. Preparing my bag and, you know, preparing all my equipment for my truck spotting, and yeah. It worked out all right. It was a pretty quiet day at St Mary's, actually. It's an okay video. There's some pretty nice stuff towards probably the first part of the video. So, yeah, got a couple of nice ones again. Schafflers went through with the K220. So, we've got a real close-up of the Kenworth K220, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're asking you guys on the poll vote tonight, did you enjoy the preview to the German route for Train Sim World 6, which is the Bahnstrecke Riesa to Dresden, which is a extension between Riesa and Dresden, between Riesa and Leipzig, and then you got a little bit further there's a ascension part that goes into Dresden. So it's pretty it's not the route that I'm excited for the most. It's okay, but I'm really excited for Morristown. Looking forward to the preview for that this week. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Hopefully no issues. I do believe it's the ATC and access system with the safety systems for the for that. So if you know the ATC and access system, you should have no problems. I'm not sure if they're getting Braden in for that preview as well. I'm not sure if Brendan I've had on the live stream here a few times on our chat, actually, and I'm not sure if he's been involved with this particular route or not, because they've used him in the past for the New York stuff. So I will not be surprised if he hasn't had any if he's had no involvement in this. I'll be very surprised. But obviously, they might not have contact with him. I'm not sure. But you would think that they'll have him on the preview stream, and be good to actually. Man, I wish I could be up and watch it live if he's going to be there. Because as soon as he sees my chat, he'll know who I am straight away. But it would be it'd probably be sad in a way that he wouldn't be involved. But we'll have to wait and see. Man, if I get involved in building, doing development for Train Sim World, I'll be absolutely stoked. I'll be like, well, the number one priority you really need to do is fix the damn bloody passengers. I want to see passengers coming on and off the train at all stations, and I want to see them not just disappear. I want to see them walk down the corridor and sit in the seat exactly like SimRail. That's it's just a perfect system with the passengers, the way they work on that particular sim, and that's the type of system that I want to see Dovetail take and make better. It's not a copy and paste thing. That's why I said it's not a copy and paste thing. Where I just want to, like I said, I want them to take that system but make it better. We need more than just adults in the game. We need old people coming on and off the trains. We need passengers in wheelchairs. You put the ramp out, and do that. I want that can bring guard mode in more, more into the game, which will be cool. I want to see, kids in the game, You want to make things as realistic as possible, and they've gone and done these other things. We're gradually getting new features and that each year, but they're really tiptoeing it, and I just really, I would like to see them, dip their feet into deep waters and say, we're really going to knock this out of the park, and we're going to get the confidence back with our players. Because unfortunately, more and more players are leaving, and I'm to the point now where I've just really, like, I keep saying I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give them one more go. Unfortunately, I can't help myself. I'm a Railfan, and I stream the game, and I just so addicted to trains and trucks, and I just love both of these passions. So for me, it's a bit difficult, even though it's frustrating. I'm still seeing all these beautiful landmarks and all this stuff, and I know this doesn't look pretty in real life, I'll tell you that much. It would look like a real London. It's like the New York route, that's why I said it looks like pretty bells and whistles on here, but unfortunately, no, in real life it does not. It's New York. It's greasy, it's dark, it's greasy, it's graffiti, it's New York. You know what I mean? So the tracks are smashed up. We need a family coming off the train. Yeah, that's and their dog. That's probably taken it a bit too far, but someone with a guide dog, maybe, Like, if you have somebody like a disability person in a wheelchair, I reckon you should have somebody that's blind as well with the stick, and you can help them off the train. And I think it makes a lot of sense because, like we have these things in reality, So why not have it in the game where you can implement guard mode, not just on the trains, but actually on the stations as well. A guard mode at the station. Hey, a guard at the station as another mode. That could be interesting for Train Sim World. Where you guard the station for a certain amount of time. You can set up the time period of how long you want to do it for. Maybe 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour, That'll be interesting. See how many points you score for doing different duties. Maybe you got a task where you got to do all these tasks in a certain amount of time. That'll be quite interesting. Not just driving trains, It's all about the train experience, the railway experience, I should be a bloody developer. Seriously. I got a few different ideas for video games, Like, I've had the American Truck Simulator, idea in the back of my head for years, even before American Truck Simulator was such a thing. And I always had it, even when I was a kid, I was like, I want a game where we can just drive everywhere, all around Australia, on the major highways and all that, and just, open world and just drive around. And, I didn't think it would be trucks, I'm thinking more trucks now, obviously. But, I think we need a American Truck Simulator. We need not just Australia, but we need New Zealand. We need a Trans-Tasman Truck Simulator, done by SES Software. Yeah, they put them down. That's right. Correct. Yes, with the boards, and we already see those in the game. They're in here as well. They're in these, and you open these up. And this is what they're meant to be. Their boards are meant to be in here, and they open them up, and they put them, and they take them out, and that. There's a board right there. See, there's one right there. That's a board. So you grab one of them. You know what I mean? They're already in the game. So it makes a lot of sense for that to be a feature. And you'll find that most stations in the game already have them. Especially the UK ones. I guarantee you see pretty much every station has it. So it's not a matter of, oh, we have to put it in the game. The boards are there. They just got to bring in the features where we can interact with them and yeah, expand on the guard mode. And then they can bring the different passengers in. But unfortunately, you know, with the situation, the way the passengers behave now, you can't do it in the situation it's in. The passenger system needs to be completely overhauled. And you look at the intro video for Train Sim World, and you see the passengers the way they look in that. Seriously, they look absolutely way different than what they are now. And I swear, if we had the passengers looking like that in the game, it'll be like, yes, that's a whole new bloody train system. That they look perfect. They're walking perfectly. They're smooth. They look smooth. They don't look robustic like they do now. None of these diagrams, you know, having conversations here when, oh, I wish the passengers will hurry the fuck up and get to the station, you know. Oh, where are they? All the way over there. And then, you know, yeah, I know. Matt needs to get off his fat ass and absolutely do something correct. Yes. I'm just blasting myself again. It's not taking anything away from the scenery. The scenery and everything on this route is just absolutely jam. It's like right up my alley. It's perfect. But yeah, just the passenger experience just kills it. And it's not just this route that has the issue. Like we've seen the preview for the German route, and it's happening there. And it's funny how they've got a whole bunch of passengers at Dresden. Yeah, you have them at the big stations at the end, on each end, but it's not. Man, we got to spread it out. Hackety Wick next. So we are getting closer to Stratford, and yeah, we are not far away. It's just over there, actually. Did we get a spud? Yeah, we got spudded. Yeah, it would be nice to see the passengers. Now you got all these ones that are sitting here. They're just the, like I said, the diagram ones. Dioramas. Like, alright, get this, alright, you wait and see this passenger here sitting on this chair. It looks like it's got its chair stuck up its ass. You wait and see this. Yes, my chair is stuck up my ass. The chair is stuck up my ass. My ass is going through the chair. Yeah. You know, like, it's just like shocking. You gotta laugh about it, like, it's, yeah. This chair's still, this chair's right up my ass. Someone super glued me. So I can't get up. Oh my god. I'm crying now because I actually I got sun because I went out today, like in the sun and everything, doing the truck spotting. I got the sunblock still on my face and that, and it's now running into my eyes and stinging my eyes. So, oh damn it! Oh, that. Changes traffic for Elizabeth Line and Great Eastern Railway services. So, you change here at this station, you go to Liverpool Street in one way, and you go to Ipswich the other. And at the back here, you got the Westfield London. Over there is where over the back of those, there it is, the Olympic Cauldron over there. The West Ham United home ground, the Olympic Stadium over there in London. This was all industrial, this area, years and years, like years ago now. It was a wasteland. Homebush Bay, where they had the Olympics here in Sydney, it was exactly like that as well. It was all industrial, wasteland, you know, it was, you know, not really much going on around Homebush. For the Olympic Games. Speaking of Elizabeth Line, there's the train over there. Elizabeth Line. London tram over there.
If you require assistance at any time, feel free to contact a member of station staff.
When every station are busy, they need security saying, stand back from the yellow line. No. They don't need security for that. On the peak hours here in Sydney, I'm not sure if they do it still, but I know there was a period there where they had staff on the stations that would push the people back off the lines if they were on the lines and all that. But I'm not sure what it's like these days. Anyway, I need to go and fix my eye up for a second because I've now got stinging like crazy. So I need to go wash my face and wash my eye. And I'll be back in a minute. And we'll continue our All Aboard Live here tonight. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be with you guys very shortly for more All Aboard Live. Okay. I've sorted that out. All right. So 60% off selected German content. I'm not sure if that's still on sale or not, but yeah, that was for the leading into the release. I do believe the US, they're going to be one for the US and one for the UK stuff as well, leading into release on Train Sim World 6. All right, so now we're heading to our next route of choice here this evening. And we are going to head now to the... you know what? It's been a while since we've been on the Railfan Austin. It's been a while. So we're going to go back to the original Train Sim World era. And we're going to take a 422 experience. And we will do this service along here. And, God, I've done so many of the 6-minute ones. It's absolutely crazy. But nonetheless, we'll do one here for you guys today. And here we go now with a bit of the Railfan Austin with the 422. I hope you enjoyed. You're on All Aboard Live, episode 143. Train Sim World 6 launch live stream is coming to our YouTube channel on the 26th of September 2025 with the deluxe edition. And we'll be live at the special time of 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on the Friday, the 26th of September 2025. Do join us for that one. It's going to be a blockbuster. And here we go now with the RB48 service on the Railfan Austin westbound local. And we shall those does now. Oh, excuse me. Very nice. RB48. RB48's not on here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, shall put on the high beams. We'll take that off. And I'll put that on there too. Fuito so nice to what that's a weapon bum man. I did not know why the hell that happened. Okay. Okay. 1,000 hertz happening. It's all good. What, we can't pump into the station? I don't normally use PZB, but I thought I'll give it a crack here tonight. I'm still trying to learn the system. I'm sort of thinking it works very similar to ATC access out of the US system. I'm sort of thinking, I've been thinking over the last week about that, and I'm sort of, even though I'm a trained Seawell veteran, I've never liked the PZB system, and I've never understand it. So I really need to sort of start getting my head around to try to conquer it and make it become natural. But yeah, it can be a complicated system. I'm gonna stay under that 45. And see, this is what I don't understand. This system where, like, it just shuts down like this. This is where it gets me. This is why I don't use PZB, folks, because it's too frustrating for me. I just don't get it. CIF is fine, but Yeah, it's just a way complicated system. I just think it's bullshit. That's what I've just been doing every time I've tried to use it. It just smashes me up. So I really couldn't be fucked doing it. Alright, so here we are. Alright, there we have it. Let's return to the main menu. You're on All Aboard Live, episode 143. You're with the Aussie Don. The cover photo run has already been done earlier tonight. But we will do one hopefully towards the end. Alright. Don't forget we are live tomorrow for Choo Choo Tuesdays. And it is a preview to the future. As we are doing all free Train Sim World 6 call routes on Train Simulator Classic, ladies and gentlemen. So do join us for the second last ever Choo Choo Tuesdays tomorrow night. We're going to be live at the special time of 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So 6:30 p.m. South Australian Northern Territory, 5 p.m. Western Australia, 10 a.m. UK, 11 a.m. Central Europe, 5 a.m. Eastern States of the USA, 3 a.m. Texas, 2 a.m. West Coast USA, and we'll be live with a special few hours of Train Sim World. It'll be around 2-3 hours tomorrow night as we head on to the Riviera route, the Morristown, and the it's going to be South Dover, but that's Riviera. So Riviera route, Morristown, and Bahnstrecke, Leipzig to Dresden. So we're going to be on there tomorrow night with Train Sim Classic. Class 802 action on the Riviera as well, so looking forward to that. All right. Let's now head to another fantastic classic as we head to the East Coast Way. And we do a trip on here, East Coast Way action, 2020 action, class 377. And let's get onto the rails now as we head from Orr to Eastbourne. From Orr to Eastbourne, actually, let's not do that. Let's go the other way. Let's do the opposite way, as I haven't done that for a while. So let's now head into a beautiful, nice July 22 degrees Celsius day along the East Coast Way here on All Aboard Live. And here we go with the service. Enjoy. TBWS and AWS operational. Brighten on the screen already. Beautiful. Lovely doubly. Alright, we'll move up a little bit further. We've got a signal still, so we've probably got to wait for that other damn train to go through. Yep. Of course, that one's going to plague the crap out of us. That might be going up to Hastings, though, so it might be fine. Might have to just wait for it to just flip up to Hastings. So I'll say it'll come up here, and it'll go up here, and it'll swing off towards Hastings. So if we got the extension, we would do the trips, you know, out of, that's a little bit of West Coast way, by the way, and then you got a bit of Brighton mainline. So you got the, you know, Brighton here, down here. So we start at Brighton, go up through here, obviously London Road, go past Brighton, Albion, Hope, Seagull Stadium, which is Firma, and then you keep going along, you know. Obviously we've got the branch on this route, but we'll keep going further, obviously up, down through here. And then we'll come all the way back down here to Eastbourne, and then we'll flip up Eastbourne, and then we'll change over. We'll be on the same train, but we'll change over from that side, and we'll change over and walk up to the other side, or you just do the cheat through the keyboard. And then you'll go down and continue your journey out to Hastings. Yeah. So I definitely call for an extension to this route. It's definitely needed. I'd love to bring this up to standard. It'd be so absolutely so cool to see this come up to standard. This is one of the hopes that I'm hoping for, that they'll pull the trigger on in the next 12 months. If we're going to get a core release for like Train Sim World 7 for the UK route, this would be it. The East Coast way, extended and upgraded. Yeah, I'm just jumping for joy. It'd be so cool to see. I would hope they'll do it in the aura of what they did with the Long Island Railroad. You know, keep this version of it, so we have the preserve and keep the legacy of it, and then you have the second version of it, separate. Hampton Park next. Got a signal just before that though. So you got Hampton Park before it goes to Hastings. So the train is just up further still, the other one. And you wonder why the time is saying that we're due there 11:41, but we're held up here at the signal because of the train in front. And the Train in front does not want to arrive. I want to move. Want to move or arrive. Doesn't want to do either. That's what's going on. Actually, it's not moving at all. It's weird. It should say all. Yep, it's going to all. It is closing its doors now, so it is going to be heading off towards the way I said it would be. Okay, we should be clear. Next station is Hampton Park. Mind the gap when leaving the train for the platform. This platform approaching is a non-smoking platform. Please do not smoke at this station. That includes e-cigarettes. Vaping, obviously. Haven't had one of those for quite a long time now. Actually, I stopped vaping. Actually, I used to vape here and there. I didn't really get real hardcore into it, but I actually stopped completely when I actually had somebody I knew. Their brother ended up in hospital. Massively with a lot of fluid. He was lucky to survive, actually. A lot of fluid on the lungs and everything. It was all from vaping. So it was a big wake up call. Like I smoke cigarettes, so it's it's mainly when I drink though. Even that, I'm really getting to the point where I've just like had enough. There's more things to life. You only get one shot of it. You got to make the most of it. Take everything as it comes. Grab onto everything as it comes, as much as you can. I'm still looking for my soulmate, so she's out there somewhere. She could be watching me. Who knows? I don't know. I can't predict the future. She's just got to be crazy and wild like me. Just got to understand my passions. Yeah. I understand her passions and understand my passions, and then just communicate and have that working bond. It's what it's all about. Not taking things way too seriously. Let's have fun along the way, and not everything evolves around presents and jewelry and money and luxury and all that shit. As long as you got each other and you got your health at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You can't take that with you. Unless you're a fucking real arsehole and you want to take a look. You want to open up your lottery underneath like Ren and Stimpy. The worm comes along and grabs you, takes it all. Approaching Polegate. Attention passengers, the next stop is Polegate. Please make sure that you have your ticket ready for the gate. Fines apply if you get caught without a ticket. What is it these days? Oyster card in London. We've got a card here in Sydney as well. It is called the Opal card here in Sydney. OPEL, Opal card. I got a gold one because I got a pension card. Pension one. Pardon me. I'm not on the pension. It's for my disability. You know, I've got the back problems that I've got, and that's why I'm on the disability. This is the issues. I've got to have the operations and all that. Get it all sorted out. So I really need to get onto. Actually, I've been stalling at it again. I really need to get onto it. They're gonna end up bloody jumping at me. Right, here we are at Polegate. This would be a cool station to live at, actually. I'll be like, oh, yeah, cool, train coming through. I'll be able to do my train spotting from just here. On my balcony. I don't know what that person is thinking of doing. Get off, you suicider. Don't like people like that. There's no way to, no need to do that. No need to do that. There's always people out there that will help you out no matter what. You know, don't think and be stupid. The railways are not a place to play, as I say. I was so angry on Friday about, you know, the bloody held up and that, and then they said there was someone on the track, so I felt like going up to the bloody train driver and saying, hey, let me out and tell me where he is, you know, and I'll drag the bloody idiot off there myself. Show him what you know, why the railways are not a place to play. But who knows? Could have been anyone, you know, situation, whatever. You know, could have been a drunk person. Who knows? You don't know these things. Could have been somebody's animal on the tracks, and that person had to go and grab it. Obviously, maybe, who knows? Like when we went past, there was no one around. But I did see somebody with a dog in the park, and I thought, oh, maybe that could have been it. So yeah, no, who knows? So they said nah. They ended up apologising, and the guard apologised. The train driver apologised, and said that there's smooth sailing going ahead. So I thought, okay, all ends well. Berwick, our next stop, 2.6 miles. Yeah, I think pretty much all major capital cities around the world would have some sort of card system these days. If not, you got your credit card you can always use anyway. If you're a tourist or something like that, like they have some places like here in Sydney have the option where you can get a prepaid version of the Opal card. Not sure what other cities would be doing in that situation, but you would think they would have the same sort of line up, where you have a prepaid option, or you can, like I said, you could use a credit card. Obviously, if you got a credit card that could be international and it can be used around the world. So obviously, if you planning to travel, obviously you would have all those things set up, so you have that, and obviously you would have the insurance to back it up as well, being international. But Brisbane, I know Brisbane would. I know Melbourne, Perth, they got them, Adelaide, I'm not sure, but obviously we could have people involved in our live chat. You might be in other parts of the world and say, we've got a card system as well. And I know London's got the Oyster card, and this is one of my all-time favorite routes. This is just iconic. I just love to see this thing upgraded to today's standard, and obviously I would prefer it to be today's edition, a modern version of the route, and a standard, obviously. This is modern as well, but I don't know. What can you take it into a 2025 era or 26 era? Be nice to have it like that. Going really well, Cameron. Don't forget those W's on the side of the tracks are a warning signal. You must beep your horn. There's a cow crossing in front, which is just here. There's a cow crossing. I see. Yes. Okay. I shall now get involved in that one. Like I said earlier in the stream, what other people do, with their live streams and uploads, it's totally their business. I don't, they do their thing, I do mine. So that's it, I don't encourage cyberbullying. So, If people are going to live stream and do that, then they seriously got, yeah, they're just showing their weaknesses, where it's just showing their true character of them being a total fucking cocksucker. So I did say to you that I'm not a fan of him, because I've had others say that he's a bit of a fuckwit, and but I've never dealt with the bloke myself, so I couldn't say if he's a fuckwit or not. He came across and tried to do something like that to me, then the shoe would be on the other foot. He'd be dealing with the bull, put it that way. So I'm somebody who doesn't back down. So it is what it is, so yeah. But yeah, I've had others say things about him. This is ages ago, like ages and ages ago. But, like I said, they do their thing, I do my thing. They want to run the ship like that, so be it. Probably snorting something behind the fucking scenes, who knows? I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm not talking about the footy. No, he shouldn't have been sent off. He was provoked. He called him a weak-guarded dog. So I'm just going to leave it at that, because I'm not going to get involved in that situation. We're here to do some train action, not talk footy. We had to talk a little bit of footy earlier, but nothing major. It's just a quick conversation. All right, Lewis, next. Every time I do this on my text-to-speech, it always comes back on the pommy one. It says Lees. I don't know why it's sort of like Lees. I'm like, hello, it's called Lewis or Lewis or Lewis. Lewes. We'll just call it a pair of Levi's jeans, and we'll just go with that. There we go. Oops, sorry, I got a rip like Brock Lesnar. Glad I went back in there. I would have spotted the train. Unfortunately, we didn't get away with the Patrick Carrigan one. He's been suspended for the next game. So there is talks that his remand might be coming back for this game, which is good news for us. not a fan of what he did. You know, I think that he got away with very lightly, both counts, to be honest. But that's come and gone now, so we just move on. You know, people that live in the past like that, just seriously, get on with your life. Sport, something happens, you know. So like I said, with all the Canberra fans yesterday that were whinging on X, it's like, seriously, go and get yourself a handkerchief. Are you from the ACT or New South Wales? That was so good to see my mighty Ben Hunt do it again. Oh, yes. Yes. It was the Queensland win all over again. Okay. Yes, we had one earlier today. Are you going to the grand final as well? Oh, okay. Well, my boys were trying to drag me to go up to to the game for the grand final qualifier. They want me to. They're going up to Suncorp for the game, and they want me to go. They really want me to go, but it's on the Train Sim World 6 launch weekend, so I can't. As much as I would love to go up there, and yeah, I can get up there earlier and do some truck spotting and stuff. Unfortunately, I freaking can't. They got the bloody beach house up at bloody Surfers Paradise for it too. I'm so spewing. But anyway, it is what it is, and yeah, he's not happy that I'm not going. My best mate, he's not happy I'm not going. But like I said, I'm committed to my work, and this is my passion. I had a bit of a fight with him today, and I blew up at him, to be honest. So I blew up at him, and I hate doing that. I actually hate doing that. I feel so bad about doing it, but just the time of the year and everything. I got my daughter for the school holidays and I've got her for the second week, but I still need money, because I don't get paid until after the school holidays are done again. So. And the Google Pay doesn't help because, that gets paid, always at the end of the freaking month. Every bloody month. Oh shit, hang on. I was almost going to take off, but we've got a red signal. Hang on, we've got to wait for this train to come in. Did you see Richie's announcement that he is married? Richie. Like I said, Chris, I don't follow Richie Rails anymore because I came across Richie Rails before he was even a Dovetail ambassador. He had stuffle subscribers for starters, and I found him to be another suckhole, a Dovetail suckhole. And I don't appreciate suckholes. I don't appreciate people that don't tell the truth about the game, and have to hide all the issue and hide all the issues and everything. I just don't appreciate fakes. I don't like fake people. So really, I wouldn't give a shit if he was married or not. I can say happily, you know, I'm single, and yeah, I'm happy that I'm not married, to be honest, because yeah, I'm somebody that's just too wild and loves to have fun, and I don't know, I haven't found the right one. I just haven't not found the right one. I've got kids, yeah. Anyway, I don't worry about other people's lives. This is me. It's all about me. That's it. That's what I'm all about. Yeah, I respect my mates and all that, you know, and obviously, yeah, I'll do anything for them. But also, I don't do things for them. Like, I reject going to Queensland and that, you know. But it's only because I got to do things here. So anyway. I seen your hidden comment, Cameron. Unfortunately, I had to held that for review, mate. That's been removed. Unfortunately, it's classified as cyberbullying, and I'm going to remove those other two as well because, yeah, that's yeah, I'm not a fan of the Melbourne Storm, especially after, you know, the 2006 Grand Final was was a very sweet one because I had the guy with the bell that was not far from me, and we had two people that are behind me and my mate at that Grand Final. They were really annoying Storm fans, and they were all up themselves. Oh, you know, we're gonna flog you and all this. And me and my mate were just laughing it off, you know, and later in the game when we were pumping them, they were very, very quiet. So I turned around and I said to them, I go, now who's making all the talk and the laughter now, huh? I go, see, calm as a bitch. And then they both got up and walked away. I said, yeah, walk away. Okay. Have a good day. I literally said that to her. I'm like, hey, have a good day. Bye. You don't need to bite your head off of, you know, supporters, you know, of a team. You know, well, you know, people will support a team. That's it. You know, it is what it is. We've got to support someone. I support Manchester United in soccer, so I'm a long-suffering fan. I never used to be, but now I am. That's sport. Sunday, live on Sunday. So yeah, we had a truck spotting video earlier today, folks. Our 70th full-length video at the M2 motorway at North Rocks premiered earlier today, and now showing a 4K. So my truck spotting side of things, and I will be posting up the 71st one from my trip to St Mary's last Friday. That'll premiere later on this tomorrow. Around 5 p.m. I think it is. Good news is with the American Truck Simulator side of things, I've pumped a hell of a lot of the Road Network pack today, and I actually now into my final skins for the pack, which is I'm putting all the Idaho skins. I'm building all the Idaho skins. Just before I finished the live stream tonight, I was 25 skins into the 70, the final 70 built. So I'm going to be pumping the rest of them off later on this evening and get the pack organized. And that will release tomorrow. So do look forward to that. The network, the Godfather's ATS Road Network pack, the new update will release within the next 24 hours. Do note it is subject to change. But do note the pack, when you download it for American Truck Simulator, it will be at modhub.us first up, and then it'll go to other ATS sites that support the Godfather's Mods Company mods. And do note it is a zip folder. So you click into the zip folder, and then inside of it will be part 1 and part 2 of the mod. You drag part 1 and part 2 into your mods folder, and so it'll be exactly the same as last time. We have a uploaded video on our channel that explains how to do that. So check the American Truck Simulator playlist and you'll be able to experience that, or how to do that. It's quite simple. But if you get stuck, just leave me a comment on any of my ATS action and hopefully we can help you out. Right. So we just went past the stadium, the American Express Stadium, and the Albion Ho, the Seagulls of the English Premier League. And what the hell is that? Something just bit me. Bitten by something. Something stuck in my damn chair. Fucking mosquito or something around, I don't know. I feel like I got bit by something. Oh. Certainly gave me a fright just then. You see me jump up like no tomorrow. It's probably the most I've jumped up on anything, or any live stream I've had. Oh well, there's always a first or something. But I got bit by something there. It was a big pinch. What the hell? Felt like one of those bikes when you get bitten by a bull ant or something like that. Well, I had that happen recently on one of my M7 motorway Kings Park trips. There's a fence line, and all the bloody little the big medium black ants, they get up on it, and I had one bloody come up to me on not this trip, but the last one I was up there, and bloody bit me on my elbow. Oh, it stung all bloody day. It was so sore. And today I was up there and they were on there again, so I was kicking them off and stuff. And then this like garden type spider thing started running along there as well. So I was kicking it off. I'm like, get out of here. I ended up getting rid of it. So it's all good. I swear I've got to carry the more team with me. I'm going to carry the more team with me to the truck spotting, not just the side screen, the more team as well. I'm going to need a little tiny bottle. Get the location. Yeah. I'm going to be up that way in a few weeks. Yeah, it might be in October. After the footy. Yeah, that's where we're going to head up that way. Yeah. Oh, we're going to be skipping London Road, so we're going straight into Brighton. You know, it's amazing what, whatever era we've been in Train Sim World, I've always come back and done East Coast Way gameplay. This is just the route of all routes, and December 2019 release, absolute masterclass, masterpiece at the time. It's just you're thinking after this release, we're going to get some pretty decent stuff, and we got Hamstrucker Run Rule not long after it. That was in the early half of the following year in 2020. And you're thinking in the pandemic year, and we got a route, such awesome route of Hamstrucker Ra Rule, and then we got the announcement of Train Sim World 2, same time. Like we're in a pandemic. We're getting the release of that, and all that stuff. It was just a incredible time. And the crowd is cheering for me, so I'm going to get back in here. And no, they're not. It's a rainbow party. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Brighton, here we are. Brighton Station. I still think this is one of the nicest stations in the game. It's a beautiful, beautiful dome station. So, yeah. Sort of got that Newcastle vibe of the way that the way it looks in here and that. Very, very unique. Not Newcastle here in Australia, Newcastle in England. The station there is very nice in Train Sim Classic. I love the seat in Train Sim World. It's really nice. The British Blue era, that would be cool. This is Brighton. Change here for connecting services to the West Coastway and Brighton Main Line. Thank you for watching Train Sim World 5.
All the police.
Alright. right, there we have it. Beautiful. Great stream it's been indeed. We are at the end. This train is terminating back again tomorrow for Train Simulator Classic. So don't forget, tomorrow we're doing a special Train Sim Classic edition of Choo Choo Tuesdays. It will be our second last ever episode of Choo Choo Tuesdays as well here at Australian Worldwide Entertainment. And we'll be bringing to you all free Train Sim World 6 core routes tomorrow. Morristown, Riviera, aka Dover, Devon line. And we are also doing the Bahnstrecke Leipzig, Dresden. So they're going to be on tomorrow. Going to be really lots of fun. ICET action, Class 802 action, and Arrow Free action tomorrow on the channel. Don't forget, we are live at the special time of 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. South Australian Northern Territory, and 5 p.m. Western Australia. 10 a.m. UK, 11 a.m. Central Europe, 5 a.m. Eastern States USA, and 2 a.m. West Coast USA, 3 a.m. in Texas. And we'll be live with a fantastic live stream of Train Sim Classic 2024 action. And we'll be bringing all three core routes for Train Sim World 6. So a little sneak preview to the future on Train Sim Classic. So that's all we've got time for today's live stream of All Aboard Live. We'll be back with the final Train Sim World 5 All Aboard live stream next Monday, ladies and gentlemen. So look forward to that one. And we'll be live tomorrow with Train Sim Classic. Wednesday, we're live with Midweek World of Trains with Train Sim World 5 once again. And that's all we've got time for. Dude, look out for our latest shorts of truck spotting and our latest full-length 70th video, which was posted earlier today, now showing on our YouTube channel, on our Don's Truck Spotting Australia playlist, on our home screen of our YouTube channel. Scroll down, you'll see it there. And you'll scroll down even further, you'll see the Train Simulator Classic playlist and all our Train Sim World playlists, American Truck Simulator playlists, and much, much more. I come from a land down under. If you hear the thunder, you better run. You better take cover. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow live from 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Hooroo! It certainly is a lovely station. Thanks for watching, Chris. Appreciate it. Thanks, Cameron, for coming along. And Crazy Aussie Adventure and the others. Thank you. Hooroo! Before we do go, we're going to give you guys the poll vote results. So 12 people voted, and yes, 92% of you guys enjoyed the preview. So thank you very much for getting involved, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hooroo!